Good morning, all of you. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and in pink of your health. Today we will study the chapter 2 of G Science, and the name of the chapter is Adaptations in Plants. Children, have you ever been to any hill station or desert? If you have been to a hill station or a desert, you must have observed that the plants of different varieties are there. You might have noticed that the plants in hilly areas are different from the plants in a desert. Similarly, plants in a desert are different from the plants in a plain region. Children, do you know why does it happen? Different regions or places have different weather and soil conditions. For example, deserts are hot and have very less water, whereas mountains are very cold. Plants growing in a particular region adjust themselves to the region by developing some specific features, and these features help them to survive. The process of developing special features in the body to adjust in the surroundings is called adaptation. For example, cactus plants can survive in a desert because they can store water, but mango plants cannot. That is why we do not find mango plants in a desert. Due to adaptations, plants in different places look different. Thus, the plants in a hilly region are different from the plants in desert or plain areas. According to different adaptations, plants can be divided into two groups, two categories. One is terrestrial plants or land plants, means the plants that grow on land are known as terrestrial plants, like mango tree, pine tree, fir, peepal, neem, so many are there. Another category is aquatic plants, means the plants that can grow in water are called aquatic plants, like lotus plant, tape grass and water hyacinth. All these are known as aquatic plants. Terrestrial means land, and land has forest, mountains, plains and deserts. Terrestrial plants can further be divided into different categories. First of all, we will study about the plants that grow in mountain regions. These regions are normally very cold and windy. In some areas, snowfall may take place in winter season. Pine, fir, deodar and spruce are the plants that grow in mountain regions. And the following specific features are there in these plants, like trees are very tall, straight and thin. They are usually flowerless. They also bear cones. They are conical in shape, and thus they are also known as conifers because their shape helps the snow to slide off easily. Their leaves are thin and needle-like. The leaves have a few stomata to prevent the loss of water. The leaves have a waxy coating to prevent the damage from snow. Children, now we will study about the plants that grow in desert regions. Children, what are deserts? Do you know it? Okay, I just tell you. Hot and dry places are called deserts, and there is very little water in deserts. For example, cactus, date, palm, babool and kikar are some of the plants that grow in desert regions. Now, I just tell you about the specific features through which they can grow in desert regions. Number 1, in most of the plants, leaves change into spines, and this prevents water loss from the leaves. Next is stems are green, means they contain chlorophyll and they are able to prepare food. They also store food and water so that they become fleshy. Roots spread out deep under the ground in search of water. Now we will study about the plants that grow in marshy regions. Marshy regions are actually waterlogged places, means which are very sticky and they are having clayey soil. Such type of plants are known as mangroves. Mangroves are the plants that grow in marshy regions. And following are the specific features by which they are able to grow in those areas. Like roots grow out of the soil to breathe as the soil does not allow them to breathe. Such roots are called breathing roots, and roots have tiny openings at their tips. Now we will study about the plants that grow in hot and humid regions. Some regions are very hot and humid. Plants like teak, rubber, pepper, coffee, tea and sugarcane grow in hot and humid regions. And leaves of these trees always remain green. So they are known as evergreen trees. Leaves are often arranged at different angles so that they get maximum sunlight. Now we come to the plants that grow in plain regions. These regions are neither too cold nor too hot. Trees such as mango, peepal, banyan and shisham grow in plain regions. And these trees have many branches, so they spread around, and their branches have many flat and thin leaves that help in evaporating excess water and keeping them cool. Most of the trees can survive in very hot climate and shed their leaves in autumn. New leaves grow again in spring. Children, now we will study about aquatic plants and their adaptations. Aquatic plants are again of three types: floating plants, fixed plants and underwater plants. The first category is floating plants. Some plants like water hyacinth, Wolfia, Pistia and duckweed, they are floating aquatic plants, and these plants are of small size and have light and spongy bodies. Stems are reduced and roots are not well developed in these plants, and the leaves of these plants have a thick waxy coating. Now we come to fixed aquatic plants. Some plants like water lily and lotus are fixed to the bed of the pond, and these plants have hollow and light stems that keeps the leaves and the flower afloat in water. Their leaves are broad with waxy coating and it prevents them from rotting. Leaves have stomata on the upper surface of the leaves so that they can breathe easily, and their roots are fixed to the bed of the. Now we come to the underwater plants. Some plants like pondweed, seaweed and tape grass grow and remain under water. And the specific features that these plants are having are that they have long ribbon-like narrow leaves. Their leaves arise in clusters from the roots and do not have any stomata. They breathe through their body surface. Now we will study about some other kinds of plants like insectivorous plants. Some plants like Venus flytrap, sundew and pitcher plant eat insects, so they are called insectivorous plants. They have special leaves to trap the insects. Venus flytrap has hair along the edges of the leaves to catch the insects. In pitcher plant, leaves are in the form of a pitcher with a lid. When an insect sits in the pitcher, lid shuts down to trap the insect. There are some plants which grow in saline soils. These plants can tolerate very high salt quantities in soil and they do not get dried up of water, like codgrass and saltbush. Similarly, some of the plants can survive in acidic soils like magnolias, rhododendrons. They grow well in acidic soils as the acidity of the soil does not damage their bodies. In this way, we have studied that the plant world is full of amazing plants which are very beautifully adapted to their habitats. So children, I think this video will help you to learn about different kinds of plants. As we all know that our life is not possible without plants. So we must promise to protect every member of the plant world to save our own life. Children, stay safe stay calm. Thank you.